Easter is tomorrow, and instead of one cake, I'm making 5 mini cakes. So I decided to do 5 little mini cakes, almost like little placeholders for everybody at the table. Also, they can be part of the decor of the table and make it look cute. So I have all my things that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna use fondant and buttercream. I already made my cake. I made an apple sauce spiced cake. I usually make carrot cake, but I had tons of applesauce, so I decided to use that. Since we don't wanna be wasteful these days, we wanna use what we have at home, and that's what I did. And I have all my ingredients, all my tools, and I had fondant at the house. Thankfully, I had bought this from Wilton, so I'm gonna be using that, and just a simple buttercream. And these are my little sketches. Let me give you a closer look of the little mini cakes. So as you can see, there's a bunny, a little sheep, a little pig, a little chick, and a donkey. So those are my 5 little mini cakes. So I'm gonna start assembling them. I already made the cake, like I said. It's an apple spice cake. I just got the recipe online. I'll link it below because I had tons of applesauce and I just really just looked for a recipe. I looked through a couple of recipes and one that made more sense to me, that's what I use. So I'll link that so that you guys can go follow, and it turned out really good. I made extra so that my husband can deliver to a couple of our friends that are nearby and drop it off for their celebrations as well. But I'm not decorating those, just the cake itself. So here we go. This is the pan I baked the cake in, and I'm using this form circle, and I just cut it out, as you can see. And since I have 5 cakes that I'm making, I'm doing it double layered, so I cut out 10 circles, and I'm gonna just start assembling them with some buttercream. I don't have the cardboard pieces to put the cake or anything like that, or cake stands, but I do have my little tea saucer, so I'm gonna be using this as the cake stand because that's all I have for now. Before I start decorating, I'm just gonna assemble all the cakes and just line them up, and then I'll start doing a lot of the decoration because I had to roll fondant and color some of it. So I'm just first gonna just assemble the little cakes and make sure that I have everything that I need. So super simple. I'm just gonna put a little bit of buttercream there, grab it, one, and the next layer I have to put buttercream in here in one of these bags. Good thing I had some bags at home available. If not, I would have just used a Ziploc bag or whatever I can find to spread it. But I did have a couple bags. And this is the middle layer. Okay. And then just prop it right there. So this is the height. I'm going to put a straw in the middle and cut this right here. So that makes it stable. And now I'm just going to do a light crumb coat. I think this is probably the hardest part because it's such a small cake. It's harder to cover a small cake than it is a larger piece because it wobbles and it moves around and things like that. But we're just doing a light coating. And of course, if I had a cardboard, it would be easier. So that's one. Now the rest. But now it's time to start rolling the fondant. There's two animals that I'm doing that are white. So I'm gonna start with that because then I don't have to color them. And that's the bunny and the sheep. They're gonna go all white pretty much and just some accents in pink, and then the sheep accent in like a skin tone color. So that's why I'm gonna just do those first because then I don't have to color the fondant and then have extra. So I'm just kneading it a little bit, making it more malleable. And then I'm gonna start rolling it out. The cake is about 3 inches over here. So, and the sides are about 2.5 inches. So I'm going to measure, and since it's 2 of them, that means that the cake is double the size of this. So this mat over here that I have, also from Wilton, helps me measure how wide I need to do this cake. So that means that I will be rolling it up to the 9-inch mark over here to be able to cover my cake. A little bit more than 9 inches so that it can give me some room if I make a mistake. It's not a perfect circle, doesn't matter, because I can fix that with my little roller tool over here. So all we're doing is just draping that fondant, making sure that we don't get any creases. Not bad. Now I'm gonna put it on the plate. But I think I'm gonna try putting it on a little doily to give it a little more something decorative. Let's see if I like it like that. Can see it right there. Cute. I have my 2 white cakes, which is the bunny and the little sheep. Now I'm going to make the bunny ears. I have this stick and I already did one because I wanted to test it out, and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to do the other one. It's just the same, it's fondant, but what I do is that I roll out a thin layer. Then I put the stick sandwiched in between two pieces. Now I need skin color and pink. So I'm going to get some food coloring and color a little bit of my fondant so that I can do the sheep's face in like a skin tone, and then hit the ears in a skin tone, and a couple of the accents of the bunny are going to be in pink. I'm just gonna use a little bit of the brown to do my skin tone. So I'm just gonna drop, oh, that might be too much. If you get too much, it's okay. I can just wipe it off a little bit. And these are from Wilton as well. I get this from Michael's. And it lasts a really long time. I've had them for a while. I got the skin color that I wanted. And I took a smaller circle than the one from the cake. I have a stack of these. And I rolled it out. Rolled out the fondant. Cut the circle, as you can see. And that's going to be the part of the little lamb's face. But I'm gonna do it in a little bit of a kind of a heart on top. So I'm gonna cut out a little bit of a heart. I also took the same color of the ears and the face of the sheep to make the bunny cheeks. So I just did it like that, and the circle that I used was from the same tip of, you know, the buttercream. And now I'm going to start. I already kind of started because I wanted to see what shape I wanted. I'm going to start to cover the face of the little sheep with some buttercream. The next step of these two is to add the pink accents. So I had already done my pink fondant, and since I have done my pink fondant, I decided to cover the pig cake and use that, and then with the scraps do the accents for the rest of the cakes, which is little hearts for their little noses. So my little cakes are almost done. They just need the finishing touches of the eyes, but I want to walk you through what I did with the other ones as I completed them. It's pretty much the same process, so that's why I didn't put it on the video. But for the pig, I just finished off the nose with a little bit of a darker pink for contrast. And then I took some of that pink that I had for here and I put it on the donkey. And the donkey, I just did a little bit of a light blue, and he has some hair, and just the same technique as the bunny ears, but just a little bit more floppier. And then I tilted them a little bit to the side. And that's the donkey. And for the little chickie, pretty much the same technique with all of them, except for that the little wings are on the side, and he has a little bit of a bush here and a little beak. So that's it. Now I'm gonna put the little eyes, and these cakes are super cute. I can't wait to see my boys' faces when they see this surprise. 5 complete, and I think they look pretty good for my sketches.